Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. Since I haven't been able to actually film a haul video in probably a month or more because I've had a house full of sick people and there was always somebody walking through the room or whatever, or I'm busy running to doctor's appointments and pharmacies, I wanted to make a short be on the lookout video for you guys for some items that I purchased recently, some of which in this stack of stuff have sold in the past 12 hours. Past 12 hours have been very profitable for me, as opposed to this past Veterans Day weekend, which really sucked. I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I sold a whopping total of about 7 items, none of which were all that, you know, crazy as far as price goes. So I was not a happy camper at the end of that holiday weekend. However, things have picked up dramatically, like I said, in the past 12 hours. So I wanted to show you a couple of reasons why. I went to a rummage sale a couple weekends ago, and I'm not usually that far out, but I do always hit this one sale. And on the way back, I passed a Goodwill that's probably a good 35-40 minutes from my house with traffic on a good day, so I don't get out there too often. So on this particular day, since I passed it on my way back, I decided I had to stop. And I was looking and looking and looking and scrounging the shelves for things and wasn't having a whole lot of luck. I did pick up a couple other things that I'll show you in another video. But as I was rounding one of the end caps, two of the guys brought a cart out and they started taking things off it and putting them on this end cap. And they were a big stack of these Lenox Ornaments. There were probably 16 of them, maybe, in total. So I decided, well, you know, you never know with Lenox, might as well take a look. And I'm very happy I did. The entire stack, every single one of them, was priced $10. So I wasn't really hopeful when I saw what the prices were. I'm like, this is going to be a bust. But I put my head down. I took, you know, each ornament and looked it up on my phone and was very happy when I did. Now, the first one, I think this one kind of snuck in there. And I maybe forgot to put it back because this one in particular I wanted to show you was one of my mistakes. I probably should not have bought this one. This is a Lenox China Jewels ornament. The first in the series. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. But China Jewels is a line that Lenox, I don't know if it's still in production. But it has the classic gold that Lenox always does, but then they accent it with all these enamel dots in blue, green, and red. And they do animals, they do all kinds of things. I think there's a China pattern, like a dinnerware set with this. But anyway, I think I picked it up because it said first in series. So I paid $10 for this. This one is only worth about $15 to $20 plus shipping. So, you know, wah wah. Not really that great. But I did look up the China Jewels pattern in general for you guys to let you know that if you do find that pattern out and about, the best things to look for are the nativity figurines. The nativity figurines in the China Jewels pattern do really, really well. So keep an eye out for those. Then a lot of the remaining ornaments were these beautiful little delicate snowflakes. And I've purchased Lenox snowflakes before, but I don't think they were from this line. This is the Snow Fantasies line. And I think they've been making these since 1996, I believe. It might have been sooner than that, but 1996 was the first ones that I could find online. Unfortunately, they did not have a 1996. If you do find one, they're worth about $150. And I think the 1997 might be too. But these are the ones that I picked up for $10 a piece. This is the 2000 ornament, or 2001, I'm sorry. This is the 2001 ornament. This is the 2009 ornament, and I believe, I think this one I have up for $65 with free shipping, and this one I believe might be $50. You can check my store for those prices, but I think that's what they're up there for. And then these two just sold. This one sold last night, and this one sold this morning. This is the 2012. This one sold for $60 with free shipping. And then this is the 2000, and this one also sold this morning for $60 with free shipping. So very, very worth that $10 investment at the thrift store. However, let me say this to you guys. If you see the Snow Fantasy snowflakes, please do not assume that all of them are worth a lot of money, because they're not. They must have had, like I said, there were probably like 16 different ornaments. Maybe 10 of them were these snowflakes. I looked up every single year, and half of them were not worth much of anything. Even though they're in the same line, even though they might have been close to, you know, one of the other years that I had purchased, there's no rhyme or reason to it, but please look them up before you purchase them, because I don't want anybody coming back to me and saying, you're a liar! Because I'm not. You just have to make sure that you're buying the ones that everyone out there really wants. So then the next purchase that I have to show you that just sold a few minutes ago, which I was really happy about, is this footed compote. This is the large one. It's 9 inches in diameter. There is a smaller one that I believe is 4.5. But I went to a yard sale about 3 weeks ago, and I saw this sitting on the table, and I thought, well, you know, that's pretty. Like, and it's Christmas, so, you know, let's see what it is. And turned it over and saw that this is, focus, this is the Tiffany holiday pattern from Tiffany Co. It had no price on it, and I did see the big blue box under the table. So I got a little excited, but I was then a little leery about what she was going to ask for it. So when I asked her the price, she said she wanted $20 for it because it was Tiffany, and that, you know, she had the original box. So I went ahead. I couldn't find one at that particular moment on completed listings. However, the pattern itself, the other pieces in the pattern, I saw were selling really well. So I went ahead and plunked down my $20. And very happy I did. When I came home, I did end up finding one completed listing. They wanted $250 for it, and then that was crossed out and it said best offer accepted. So what I ended up doing was, and replacements.com is completely out of stock with these, so I have no idea what they would have asked for that. So I put mine up last night for $200 plus shipping. I did calculated shipping for this because the box is pretty big. Let me show you the box here. There we go. There's the box. The box is like 12 by 12 by 8. So I knew I had to get a much bigger box to fit that in. So I ended up putting it in a 16 by 16 by 10 box, and I did calculated shipping. I chose priority, plus I gave them the option of parcel select ground. So it was their choice what the buyer wanted, how the buyer wanted it shipped. So this is going to Illinois, and I believe they paid almost $28 in shipping for it to go parcel select ground out to them. So I'll be packing this up and shipping this out today. But definitely a good pattern for you guys to look for. So keep an eye out for the Tiffany holiday pattern. So that's it, guys. Hopefully my son is going back to work in a few days after he finally gets cleared one more time. by the doctor for his monostrep extravaganza that he had. He's not allowed to go back to work until they make sure, you know, his organs have returned to normal size, because with strep your organs, you know, enlarge. And he's a mental health technician and has to restrain people at work a lot, and he works with the teenagers, so, you know, they're pretty wiry and strong, so they don't want him getting elbowed in the stomach and having his spleen rupture. So he should be back to work next week. My daughter is actually home right now because she had an upset stomach this morning, which, thank goodness, is not a virus. I think it's just something she ate last night. So I gave her a little Pepto and said, you know, get ready, you're going in after lunch. So fingers crossed that nobody will be sick in this house now for a very long time, or at least till after the holidays. So thanks for watching, everyone. And good luck out there finding all your holiday goodies to resell. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.